Hey folks, it's Fernando doing our video for More Survivalists, and the strangest thing just happened. I just made a mistake when reviewing one of these flashlights, the K2. I said this one sucks. It actually doesn't. Both of these are quite nice. I think the K1 is actually a pretty interesting, especially because of the size of how tiny it is. So freakishly small, and I just thought that there was something wrong with the K2, which just actually is not. So both of these are quite nice. The K1 is definitely smaller, less than half the weight of the K2. Now the thing is this, and here's the longer version of this video and the story behind it. A couple of days ago, actually a few days ago, I'm in the gun store here nearby, and I see that they have this tiny flashlight, LED Lenser K1. Now, I'm not very familiar with LED Lenser as a company. I know they did some nice tiny flashlights, and I thought, I mean, man, this is very small. And I've been looking for a tiny little flashlight for my car keys for some time now. The only thing I have is my Vault Dweller guy with a gun. The only use it has, it just makes me smile whenever I see it. My kids like it too, even my wife. So yeah, that's the only thing it actually does. But the practical side of me always says, is stick to practical, and not always. But the thing is, I've learned to appreciate having a flashlight in pretty much any keychain that I have. I have my primary flashlight. This is the Zebra Light H52, if I'm remembering correctly. This would be my primary flashlight when I have in my pocket every day. I have like a backup to it, the Through Night T, which is awesome. I mean, it has all the different modes that I could possibly want. It has titanium construction, tiny as well, but I always find myself using a flashlight in my car keys as well, because sometimes this is what I have in hand, because in the garage it's just more practical than just digging in my pocket, just since I already have my car keys there, just pressing the little button. And usually what I had with me was this, a simple button cell flashlight. Actually, this one is the one I have, and I have 30 of these. These are great for what they are. Just a semi-disposable flashlight. Very simple and reliable because of that simplicity. Now, they don't look very well, especially when they start wearing a little bit. The plastic starts getting all scratched up and warm. So I wanted something that was an actual flashlight, something that you could actually twist into working. So I saw this one in the gun store, and here are the specs. It has a 17 lumen little flashlight, 16 meters. That doesn't mean much because it's rather subjective how far away you see it. I'm sure you see it way beyond 16 meters, quite bright. Those 17 lumens must be very accurate. Then you have, it's using 4 AG3 batteries. It's 44 millimeters long, that's under 2 inches, and it weighs 7.5 grams of weight. Very light little flashlight. So, being very happy with this one, I thought, yeah, and in terms of comparison, the color, I don't know if you guys get to see it, it's not very nice. This is the typical Nichia LED that has like a purplish tint to it, but it has a good amount of throw, especially compared to the button light that has practically very little throw in comparison. This one, for what it is, throws and focuses quite nicely. Being happy with this one, I thought, you know what, I'm going to be giving a try to the K2, which has 25 lumens, 20 meters. It's using 4 AG13 batteries, 52 millimeters long, just a few millimeters longer, and weighs 20 grams of weight. Still very light, very compact, but it has a runtime of 4 hours. Now the K1, this is from their website, says it only has a runtime of 0.25 hours, which would mean 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's an underestimation. I'm pretty sure it runs for a couple hours at least, not just 15 minutes, but for sure it starts dropping in brightness, as it usually happens with flashlights that are not regulated. Now, The thing is that this one is by having, better specs, 25 lumens, 4-hour runtime, definitely more than that, but at a lower lumen output. The thing is that it came just like this, and this is why in my previous video, which I said K1 rocks, K2 sucks, this one being the K2, the thing is it came just like this. Alright, let me get it to work. Alright, just like that. So what I thought happened, this looked as a single piece of aluminum, like a single tube, like there was no thread, because no matter how hard I twisted, I just could not get it to work. And I even went into the YouTube page and read the comments of people complaining about the twisting mechanism being in the tail cap and that coming off. So I did an entire video explaining how this sucked, because even with just one full turn, it came off and you lost your flashlight. If they had done just that, it would have been terrible. The thing is, it has no lubrication here, nor on the other side, and it has this silly little piece of wire that makes for the connection. So this is how it comes. This end rock solid. I applied a lot of force, could not get it to twist. So I thought, you know what, this is the only on-off mechanism that they have. The tail cap is it. You turn it on, you turn it off. That would have sucked, definitely, because this comes off very easily. Fortunately not. As soon as I was uploading that video, I just go and check. Again, a lot of other people thought the same thing, that there was no twisty mechanism here in the head of the light. But I was just uploading it. I said, let me give it one more try. And that's when it came off. Yes, a little bit more lubrication would definitely help and make it easier. But at the end of the day, guys, both of these are very, very nice flashlights. The construction is... And these go for like $9 or less. I bought this one, I think, for $8 in the gun store. If you can find a brick and mortar store, even better. I'm going to be leaving the links below in Amazon in case you're interested. But yeah, lead lenser. I definitely like them. They are, especially the K1. The K1 is the one that I think is the most interesting, because it just feels so tiny. Even compared to a AAA battery. Look how freakishly tiny this thing is. Okay. Say that's the size. Just check that out. The size of a AAA battery. That's the entire flashlight. So yeah, awesome. If you can go for something a little bit bigger, right? The K2 definitely is worth it. But even comparing it to a ThruNite T, it's just a little bit stockier, but shorter, most definitely so. But if you want something ultra small that's still a functional little flashlight, K1 would be the way to go. So folks, that's gonna be all for now. Remember to share the video if you did like it. Check these things out if you're interested. If you want something of a super compact, lightweight flashlight for your keychain. That's gonna be all for now. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up to the video if you did like it. Take care, see you on our next video. Have a great day.